tell us about what we need to do to adopt.
So if you're interested in adopting, a lot of our animals can be found on Pet Finder. You can just put in the zip code and it'll pull up all the dogs in our shelter that are available at the time. If you see somebody you like, you can go to our Facebook page and there's an application that you can fill out on there. Or you can come by the animal shelter at 463 Boat Factory Road, Morgantown, Kentucky, and view the animals, interact with them, and see who you want to put an application in on. So there's a couple different ways you can go about it. You know, we have done recently with the new changes, we've done kind of video, the live feeds. We do that every once in a while with the dogs so people can see them on video. We've done FaceTime for people to meet dogs through FaceTime, that kind of thing. So we can restrict how many people we have coming in here.
And still stay safe.
And still stay safe, yes. So there's a few different ways about doing it, but if you want to come meet them in person, you just come by the animal shelter and hang out with them for a few minutes. And once your application is put in and you're approved, it's a pretty easy process. Most of the time you can take the dog or cat home that day. If they're not fixed, usually they have to stay with us until they're fixed, and then they can go home with their new family after that. But it's a pretty easy process. Very minimum paperwork except for the application. There's just one other form that has to be filled out, and that's pretty much all there is.
Awesome. All right, Ruby, you want to tell us about volunteering at the shelter?
Yeah, so we always encourage volunteers to come out and kind of help us out. If you're not a dog person, we have the cat room and kittens that always needs somebody to help socialize, feed them. It can be anywhere from doing laundry or playing with the cats, or if you're not a cat person, we have plenty of dogs all the time, and they always need somebody to play with. They always need somebody to help with, like I said, laundry, kennels, transporting. A lot of our dogs we transport out of state. There's a much more higher demand in the northern states than there is in the southern. So that's something that we also need help with on occasion as well.
Awesome, thank you. So tell us about your fundraisers.
So we do a lot of our fundraising through our nonprofit organization, Friends of Butler County Animals. And this month we have a lot going on for our fundraisers. We have 4 food trucks that will be coming this month. Today we actually have Pelican Snowball food truck here. We have several others coming this month, like the pretzel truck is coming again. And so those are kind of something we plan to do ongoing, weather permitted, for the rest of the year. A couple other things that we normally have going on, which we've tried to, we've kind of put a halt to, but the dog washes, we do those usually once a month.
Oh, nice.
And, public can bring their dogs in. We'll do a nail trim and a bath, get them cleaned up, and we just take donations for that. And then something else we normally have going on through the nonprofit is the online yard sale. So we get donated items. If somebody, is interested in bringing in their closet clean out items or garage clean out, we'll accept those, and we put those items on kind of an online yard sale, and people can view the items on our page. It's the online yard sale page for Friends of Butler County Animals, and we usually do that once a week. We've kind of taken a break on that, but we'll be starting that soon.
Nice, you need volunteers for that, right?
We do. That's something we definitely need volunteers for. If anybody's interested and or a lover of yard sales, then
that's your thing.
That is your thing. So just come talk to us.
Awesome, thank you. Until we are open, we can do curbside. So you can stop and tell me if you are interested in a dog or a cat as a pet. I have all kinds of really cute storybooks about those things. I also have the app Libby. So if you haven't been using Libby, download that. There's audiobooks and ebooks on that available about pets. So check it out. In honor of us going and seeing all those awesome dogs, I wanted to read Pig the Stinker. And thank you, Scholastics, for giving us permission to read your books online. Now, Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, his personal hygiene was far from okay. Now, Pig liked to get dirty. He frankly was rank. His paws could be frightful, and his fur often stank. He wasn't offended by odor or smell, and if you weren't careful, he'd smell you as well. He'd play with all kinds of unspeakable muck and do things to make you scream, "Don't do that, yuck." He leached out a stench that could not be forgotten. He reeked. He was as short as he was rotten. So bath time was called, "You stinky old mutt. You need a good clean from your ears to your butt." But Pig turned his tail, and before you could grab it, he was out of the room like a foul little rabbit. They chased him, but Pig had a devious knack for ducking and weaving and doubling back. And once he had lost him, he used a small toy to block up the pipes, and he hooted with joy. By the time they found him, Pig boogied with glee, "You won't get your soapy old water on me." You'll have trouble giving your dog a bath like that. They watched as Pig gloated. They watched as Pig cowered. They watched as Pig's plan made the bathroom. What do you think it's going to do? Explode! Now these days is different, I'm happy to say. If you tell Pig it's bath time, he won't disobey. But although you can wash him with soap, cloth, and a towel, there's no getting around it. Pig is just foul. Thank you guys so much.